here at the Parks of Palm Beach, Florida. Chris Allard with the call. This is semifinal matchup. Two outstanding organizations. The Ghost organization going up against the ZT Prospects national team as well. Two fine clubs. Eric Smith, the head coach for Ghosts. Carlos Avila, the head coach for the ZT Prospects organization. The Prospects will be the away team. Ghosts will be the home team. They'll get the bottom of the frame. And we welcome you to this semifinal matchup. Jim, the head umpire, he'll manage the game behind the plate, keeping things in check, moving forward. And working with him as a two-man crew. Michael down on the first base side, and Luis will be down at third. Dylan behind the plate for perfect game, keeping things organized, official scoring. Doing a fine job, and everybody behind the scenes. Again, thank them for all their hard work and what they do week in and week out for these events. All the crew from Perfect Game. On the defensive side, on the hill, the right-hander, Carey. He'll take care of business there for Ghost. He'll get his warm-up tosses, be good to go. Brush behind the plate. Over at first base, Perry in the 4 spot. Hardgrave over in the 5 spot, Marl Jr. And the 6 spot will be Accardo. Short 7 spot, Headland out in left field. In center field, Van Wormer. And Thompson will round it out over on the right side. That's the defensive set to get things going here right around the 10:30 a.m. time here on the East Coast. To lead things off, Aaron Ramirez. He'll start things off for the Prospects. They go 1, 2, 3. Blake Barberena and Easton O'Quinn. Barberena on deck. We're ready to go as our umpire, Jim, will put it in play. Semifinals. And a strike to open up on Ramirez. The count's 0-1. And a ball low, a 1-1 count. And a ball out. The count goes to 2-1 to Ramirez. And a strike evens up at 2-2. And strike there, so opening up with their first out as Ramirez will have a seat and Blake Barberena will step in. And Barberena takes a swing there. The count is 0-1. Easton O'Quinn will step in. Early on, semifinal match here between the ZT National Prospects and Ghost. As Carey gets ready to deal, and a strike there. The count is 0-1. And hit by pitch. That gets away from Carey, and O'Quinn will find himself 90 feet down to first base, getting on the hard way, and that'll bring up Jordan Leon. And stop out in front for a ball. The count is 1-0 low. Perry over on first base for Ghost, holding on O'Quinn as Carey works from the stretch. The 1-0 pitch. Ball low, the count goes to 2-0. So Leon looking for something here in the prospects with 2 outs early on in the first frame. No score. The winner of this one moves on to the championship match. And that ball will drop in for Jordan Leon, a single, and that'll move over O'Quinn 90 feet to second. And the prospects here working with 2 outs have runners at first and second. Noah Gerolamick will step in. And a quick visit from Brush out to the mound to talk to his pitcher, Carey. Getting after Gerolamick here with 2 outs and runners at first and second. Once again, you're enjoying the 2025 WWBA Freshman Classic. Championship Monday, the final day of the tournament. Just a handful of teams remain standing, and opportunity to get to the title here. You win, you head to the stadium for the championship. And a strike there. The count's 0-1 as Gerolamick takes a look. And fastball up, Gerolamick swings through that, and the count is 0-2 here with 2 outs. And a ball low, the count goes to 1-2. And a ball outside, missing, and the count goes to 2-2. And a big cut there, swing and a miss, strike 3. Carey gets the K. They'll strand 1. O'Quinn will head to the dugout. Prospects will get on the defensive side. No score. We'll head to the bottom of the first frame. ZT National Prospects going against Ghost National semifinals. We'll be right back. On the defensive side for the ZT Prospects national team, on the hill, the right-hander Cohen Fuller. He'll get some warm-up tosses. Will be ready to go. Behind the plate, Mateo Victoria over on the first base side, Daniel Bedard. At second base, Jordan Leon. Third base is Noah Geralamick. Over in the shortstop position, Brandon Manavong. Your outfield and left field, Asher Williams. Center field, Aaron Ramirez. And rounding things out on the right side, Brody Taylor. That's the defensive set for the Prospects as Cohen Fuller, the righty, gets some warm-up tosses. He threw the other day, and good hand, got some good innings in, and now another opportunity here in the semifinals. As I mentioned, the winner moves on to the stadium for the championship match. And the Prospects ready to roll here as Victorio heads out to talk to his guys, and we'll put it in play. Thompson will be the leadoff hitter, right fielder for Ghost. This is the Ghost National 15U team. And our head umpire, Jim, will put it in play. And we are ready to go. High flyer backing up to the fence line. And they'll bring it in, and Thompson on one pitch finds himself in with a double. Stepping in, Van Wormer. Center fielder for the Ghost National 15U as he's ready to go. Cohen Fuller, the pitcher of record for the Prospects, will work from the stretch. Manavong in tight over on Thompson. He ranges up, and the strike to open up there. The count is 0-1. Ball's pulled foul to the third base side. And the count is 0-2. Van Wormer comes back. And fastball up, and Wormer will have a C. Cohen gets the K. And one out on the books for the Prospects, and the three-hitter, Perry, the first baseman, will step in. Righty-lefty matchup. Cohen takes a look at second. Manavong inside, he ranges up. Fastball in, just missing. The count is 1-0. Well hit ball, Manavong. One hop in and out. That gets through, and rounding is Thompson. He'll score. And Perry on a single will get the RBI as Thompson comes across. So Ghost comes over first. It's 1-0. And the four-hitter Carey, the pitcher of record, will step in for Ghost. Fouled off. The count's 0-1. And toss over. Bedard puts the tag on. Perry gets back. High fly ball. Ramirez coming from center field, and he'll make the adjustment and pull that in. And 2 outs on the books as the pitcher Carey will have a seat. Stepping in, Marl Jr. in the 5 spot. And Vidar puts the tag on, getting back again to first. The first baseman, Perry. So Cohen Fuller continuing to work over towards first and keeping his eyes on Perry. We're ready to go here at the plate. And a strike there for Fuller. The count's 0-1. Slider off the plate there, and the count goes to 1-1. And just missing. Marl lays off, and the count is 2-1. 2 outs, bottom of the first. 1-0 Ghost. Prospects looking to get back on the offensive side. Ghost looking for more there. High fly ball. Left field, Asher Williams making the adjustment. Should be able to get underneath it and pull it in, and reaching behind, but he's able to glove it. They'll pick up 1. Ghost strikes first. ZT will get on the offensive side. We'll be right back. So we're ready to go. Brush fires it down to second base, and Coach Trey heads down to first for the Prospects. And Mateo Victoria will start things off for the Prospects here in the top of the second. Victoria goes 6, 7, 8. Asher Williams on deck. And Victorio takes a cut, fouls it off. The count is 0-1. And a baseball on the field with other games going on here. Fields are pretty close to one another, but with high fencing, you find a stray one now and then, drop it in on your field. Carey ready to go. Pitch on the way. Victorio takes a swing and a miss there. The count's 0-2.
Let's go, Bud.
And a fastball up, a ball and 2 strikes to Victoria.
Go, Monster!
And Victoria back to the pitcher. Carey Gathers should be able to make the play there, and 1-3 put out, and first out's on the books with 1 down in the top of the second. Asher Williams will step in. And the count is 1-0.
Let's go, 21, let's go!
A 2-0 count to Williams. And a big cut there, and Carey gets it through. The count is 2-1. And another swing at the plate, and Carey runs it through. It's a 2-2 count to Williams. Williams lays off as Carey runs the fastball up and out, and the count is 3-2. And swing and a miss, strike 3. So Carey gets the strikeout and 2 outs, and Brody Taylor will step in.
Go, Brody!
Ball up, the count's 1-0.
Get up, Brody!
And a strike inside. Taylor takes a look. The count evens up at 1-1. And Taylor hit by pitch. That gets away from Carey, and Taylor gets on the hard way with 2 outs, and the batter, Daniel Bedard, will step in. So Bedard ready to go with Brody Taylor at first.
Let's go, D!
Carey holding him on. First baseman for Ghost. Carey ready to deal. And Bedard takes a swing, fouls it off. The count is 0-1.
Got this, D!
Throw back over, tag on. Brody Taylor gets back in time. And the ball missing just inside, and the count evens up at 1-1 to Bedard.
Go, D!
Closing in on the 11 a.m. hour here on the East Coast. Another throw back over, and safe back at first. Carey Staying busy off the mound, throwing over Brody Taylor. And the prospects trying to get something here. And the ball is up. The count goes to 2-1. And a strike outside, a 2-2 count. Bedar. A 2-2 count and 2 outs in the top of the second. 2s all the way. And Bedar takes a swing, fouls it straight back. And Bedar slicing it foul.
You need him right now?
Bringing you back in here, a 2-2 count, as I mentioned, 2s all the way over the board. And Bedar steps in. Brody Taylor at second. Carey continuing to throw over to first. Pitch on the way. Swing and a miss, strike 3. That'll do it, and Ghost will get back to the offensive side. The prospects, they'll leave 1 on the bags. 1-0 affair. We'll head to the bottom of the second. Stay with us. It's the semifinal matchup of the 2025 Perfect Game WWBA Freshman Classic. Chris Allard with the call. I'll be right back. Bringing you back into live action here in the bottom of the second. Cohen staying on the mound. The count is 1-0. And a ball out, the 2-0 count. Hedlund, the left fielder, 2-0 count, 6, 7, 8 hitters here in the bottom. And a strike there. Fuller able to make the adjustment. The count goes to 2-1. And a ball out, a 3-1 count. So Hedlund patient as Cohen Fuller looking to get one back. Right side, well hit ball. That gets through, and Brody Taylor will gather and bring it in. And Hedlund gets on board with a single. And the catcher Brush will step in. Bunt shown, defense runs in, and that ball down the first base side. And Fuller will make a play. Bedar's got to get back. And an errant situation there. Looked like there was coverage with Jordan Leon coming, and not sure what happened there, but some broken communication. And on board where it looked like there was an out there. So runners at first and second, and Hargrave will step in. Another bunt shown. Small ball down the third base side. The ball's fair. And the base is loaded here. So Conley Semeni will step in. Comes in as the extra hitter here, hitting in the 9 spot with the bases loaded and no outs. Barberena at third thought that might have been going foul, and a strike there for Cohen Fuller. And he'll open up here on Conley Semeni, and an 0-1 count. And a ball chopped foul. The count goes to 0-2. So Fuller working ahead here. And the prospects looking for an out with the bases loaded. We're in the bottom of the second. Quarterfinal matchup. And upstairs, Fuller gets the strikeout, a big cut. And Accardo will step in. So a big out for the prospects there, an important one with nobody out and the bases juiced. And Accardo will step in, hitting in the 10 spot. As Fuller ready to go here. Fastball up and in for the ball that counts 1-0. A big moment on both sides, defensively and offensively, with the bases loaded. Fuller to deal, pitch on the way. Ball's cut foul. The count goes to 1-1. So a quick visit over to head coach Eric Smith has a word with his guy. Again, with the bases loaded and the prospects getting one out, as Jim, our head umpire, says, okay, let's wrap it up. We're ready to roll, and Accardo will step back in. And a ball missing there. The count goes to 2-1. And a ball cut foul and out of play. And Cohen Fuller evens things up at 2-2. The 2-2 pitch. And just missing there. And outside, the count goes full at 3-2. Right side. That gets through. Here comes one. And they're going to check up the runner at third as a good throw for Brody Taylor. He brings that in from right field. But a single and a runner will come across. And the bases remain loaded here. Back to the top of the order, Thompson will step in. Thompson, the right fielder. Cohen, the prospects, looking for an out. And a good pitch outside, just missing. And the count is 1-0. And a ball low and out, a 2-0 count. As Thompson steps back in. And swing and fouled back. And the count goes to 2-1. And Thompson with another cut, fouled straight back, and 2-2 count here. And strike three there at the plate. Cohen Fuller. Thompson laid off, looked like he was going to pull the trigger. And the umpire here, something might have been said, but a little frustration nonetheless. Thompson steps out and they pick up their second out. And stepping in, Van Wormer. As Van Wormer steps in and then puts it back in. 2 down. Ball in for the strike. The count is 0-1. And a pitch outside. The count is 0-2. And Cohen Fuller locating the outer third. And an 0-2 count with 2 outs in the bottom of the second frame. And a ball cut foul. Van Wormer takes a cut. Left side, that gets through. Van Wormer with a single. They're going to bring 2 in. A long throw. It's on line. And 2 over. Van Wormer. They threw it in. Victorios calls for time. And Van Wormer with a double. And runs 3 and 4 come over for Ghost. So Perry, the first baseman, steps in. And Perry takes a cut foul. The count is 0-1. Perry singled an RBI's last at bat. Fuller looking for a strikeout or an out for his team to get back on the offense, and the count is 1-1. Slow roller. Jordan Leon gathers, throws across in time. They leave a couple on, but they pick a couple up, and we'll head to the third. 4-0 Ghost National over the ZT Prospects. Prospects looking to get the offense started. They can strike at any time. They've got good production in their line. We'll see what happens as they come up to bat. Stay with us. We'll be right back. Well, bringing you back in here, 4-0 Ghost over the ZT Prospects. We're in the top of the third. And to start things off, Brandon Manavong for the Prospects. The Prospects here in the third frame will go 10-1-2. As Coach Trey heads down to the first base side, Coach Carlos down on third. And Manavong ready to get things going here. Jim, our head umpire, gets everything set, and he'll put it in play. Carey stays on the mound. We're ready to go. Top of three. And a ball inside and up. The count is 1-0 to Manavong. Manavong right side, second baseman, like to have that back, and 4-3 put out. Well, back to the top of the order. Aaron Ramirez will step in. And Ramirez looks at a strike. The count is 0-1. And Ramirez takes a swing, and Carey gets it through. Count is 0-2. And a ball out, a 1-2 count. So Ramirez, with one out, looking to get something started for his club. And Ramirez fouls it straight back, and the 1-2 count will hold. A 2-2 count. And Ramirez swinging a miss, strike three. And Carey gets the strikeout. Blake Barberena will step in. strike inside. The count is 0-1. And at the plate, the count is 0-2 with 2 outs. And Barberena left side, foul territory. The third baseman pulls it in. As Marl will pull in the third out, and the Prospects 1-2-3 will head to the bottom of the third. We'll be right back. Well, Victoria sends it down to second base. We'll be ready to go here in the bottom of the third. 4-0 Ghost as Cohen Fuller stays on the mound for the Prospects. And Carey, the pitcher of record, will step in.
Yeah, what's going on? Yeah. I think he's with them.
So a request from the head coach from Ghost as they'll put things back in play, and we're ready to go here. Cohen Fuller, and we'll wait for Jim as he'll set things up and give Cohen the green light, and we'll be ready to go here. Carey, the pitcher, steps in. Curveball in for the strike. The count's 0-1. Fastball comes back inside, and Carey takes a cut. The count is 0-2. Fuller ahead here in the count. Ball missing out. Good movement. Just off the plate. The count is 1-2. And a ball elevated, a 2-2 count to Carey. He's not chasing upstairs. And Fuller looking for his out pitch. 2-2.
Yes, yeah.
And the outside part of the plate missing there on the slider. Counts 3-2. And left side, that ball drops in fair. Carey gets on board with a single, and that's going to be it for Cohen Fuller, trying to get things going for the Prospects and doing his best. And now taking over for the Prospects, Jordan Leon, number 23, right-handed hurler. He'll get his warm-up tosses as the pitching change into action. So Jordan Leon, right-hander for the Prospects, get his warm-up tosses in, and will be able to continue on here in the third with Carey on board for Ghost, and Morrow will step in the 5-hitter. As the defense will get set. So our head umpire, Jim, will put it back in play for us as Marl Jr. will step in the box. And we will be ready to go here. Carey over at first, Bedar holds him on. Jordan Leon works from the stretch. In for the strike, the count's 0-1. And Leon comes back, it's the outer part of the plate, the count's 0-2. High fly ball. Popped up out of play. And the 0-2 count holds here for Jordan Leon. And Leon runs it up, and the count is 1-2. A little bit of an adjustment. I'll get the top part of the zone. And Leon makes the adjustment there, not quite. And the count is 2-2. Leon pulls out the sweeper and fouled off, and the 2-2 count holds here. And fastball. Leon thought he might have had it on the outer third, and the count goes full at 3-2. will step back in. Perry carry at first. The 3-2 pitch. Swing and a miss, strike three. Slider gets him for the K, and a good-looking pitch there. Hedlund steps in, shows bunt, and a strike there at the plate. That gets through. The count is 0-1. One out, bottom of the third, 4-0 Ghosts. Semi-final matchup, winner gets a shot at the title. Pitch on the way. And a strike there, so Jordan Leon locating the outer third against the lefty. Carey stays parked at first. And the count goes to 1-2. Leon, strike three call. So Morrow Jr. has a seat. Direction Hedlund, and Brush will come in. So Leon sharpening things up for his stuff and gets 2 Ks. And the catcher Brush will step in. And Leon opens up with a strike. The count's 0-1. And just missing there, the count evens up at 1-1. Brush steps back in with a 2-1 count on him. Carey, the pitcher, still parked at first, and Bedard continues to hold him on. And in for the strike there. The count goes to 2-2. Full count, says our head umpire, Jim. Working with his 2-man crew. Mike down the first base side, and we saw on the infield as a walk there. And Brush will get on board. Hargrave will step in. Prospects here with 2 outs. And a strike outside for Jordan Leon, and the count is 0-1. Hargrave steps back in, righty-lefty matchup. Runners at first and second for Ghost, 2 outs. ball low, a 1-1 count. Closing in here on 11:30 a.m. Eastern Standard Time here in West Palm Beach. 2025 WWBA Freshman Classic. And a 2-1 count
2-1.
as Hargrave lays off there. And fastball missing there. The count is 3-1. And ball 4, so Hargrave gets on board with a walk. And after 2 strikeouts, 2 walks back-to-back for Jordan Leon. And that'll load the bases up for Conley Semeni. Conley hitting in the 9 spot. Releasing Asher Williams to the fence line, and that ball is gone. Williams and came quick, and Geralamick out in left field, both attacking towards the fence line, but the ball was out of play. Another swing, cut foul, and the count is 0-2 here for Jordan Leon and the Prospects. And Conley Semeni steps back in with an 0-2 count on him. Well, Leon from the stretch, bases loaded, 2 outs. And the ball misses. The count is 1-2. And the ball swung on, fouled back, and out of play, and the 1-2 count holds here. And the ball missing out, and the count evens up at 2-2. And swing and a miss, strike 3. They leave 3 on, not able to cash in, and Jordan Leon comes in and cleans things up for the Prospects, and we'll head to the 4th. 4-0 goes CT National. Will get on the offensive side, the 2025 semifinal matchup here in the Perfect Game WWBA Freshman Classic. Well, we'll bring you back in here in the top of the fourth, 4-0, as Easton O'Quinn steps in for the Prospects. Carey stays on the mound for Ghost. We're ready to go. Back up the middle, and that's going to get on board. So Easton O'Quinn gets things started here for the Prospects and on board with a single. And that'll bring up Jordan Leon. Being that it's a semifinal game, there's no time limit, which previously there has been throughout the course of pool play, as well as I believe the quarterfinals was on a time. Typically it's 2 hours or 7 innings, whatever transpires first, but there's no time limit here. So Jordan Leon ready to go. Carey from the stretch. O'Quinn at first. Strike there to open up. The count's 0-1 on Jordan Leon. On deck for the Prospects, Noah Geralamick. And a good stop out in front, and that ball is low, and the count is 1-1 to Jordan. Leon looks at a strike. The count is 1-2. As Jordan steps back in. And ball upstairs. So a 2-2 count to Leon, patient, waiting for opportunity for himself to get a cut here. And with Easton O'Quinn at first and good speed, Leon just looking for a knock. Gap to gap is your friend. And a 2-2 pitch. Ball low. No, he strikes three in the low part of the plate. And a strikeout there for Carey. And one out for Noah Geralamick. And Geralamick takes a cut, fouls it straight back. Runner goes, throw down on line, and safe in. So Easton O'Quinn with good speed will move up 90 feet to second. So an 0-2 count here to Geralamick as he steps out. He'll reload. Opportunity here with a runner at second. Prospects looking to get on the boards here in the fourth. Ball low, the count is 1-2.
Yep, I messed up.
1-2 pitch. And outside for a cut, strike three. And Geralamick will have a seat. And Victoria will step in. And Victoria looks at ball one. And that ball gets away at the plate. And a quick move coming out of the pop. Rush kind of spun around. The ball just
Let's go, Fern.
kind of rolled back around his feet. But count 2-0 to Victoria now with Easton O'Quinn at third. And a strike outside. The count goes to 2-1. Victoria, right side, foul. And a 2-2 count to Victoria. Trying to cash in Easton O'Quinn at third. And swing and a miss, strike three. They'll leave one on. We'll head to the bottom of the fourth. We'll be right back. So a pitching change for the ZT Prospects national team. Blake Barberena, the right-hander, he'll get his warm-up tosses in. Jordan Leon had came in and took care of business in the last inning, and Barberena will take over here. Prospects looking to get something going on the offensive side here, and got to get through the bottom of the fourth frame here. We'll play 7 complete. There's no time limit on the semifinal game or the finals, unlike during pool play competition or first round of bracket play in the quarters. So the semis and the finals, no time limit. You'll play a full 7. Unless otherwise, run rule, I believe, still into effect. Is that right there, Dylan? Run rules do stay in effect during the semis and the finals. So Victoria fires it down. Leon grabs it. We'll be ready to go here. As Ricardo will go 10-1-2. Ricardo will start things off for the club here in the 10 spot. So Jim, our head umpire, will set things. We're ready to go. Barberena takes over for the Prospects on the hill. And the count is 1-0. And Fastball inside, and count goes to 1-1. Ball swung on, fouled off. No play there, a ball and 2 strikes. Ricardo, the shortstop. And Barberena ready to deal the 1-2 pitch. Left field, backing up. Girolamic making the adjustment and a good grab. So Girolamic out in left field. And a long fly out for Ricardo, and that'll bring Thompson up back to the top of the order. So 1 out. Center field, Ramirez backing up, making the adjustment. And a good grab for Ramirez deep. And 2 outs on the books. So Ramirez and Girolamic taking care of business in the outfield. 2 outs. Van Wormer will step in. Good pitch there. Barberena opens up with a strike. The count is 0-1. Van Wormer takes a slice, fouls it off, and the count is 0-2. Ball out, the count is 1-2. Left side, and that'll drop in. Van Wormer checks up at first as Girolamic, they cut it in quickly. And a single will bring up Perry, the first baseman. So Bedard will hold on Van Wormer over at first. And swing and a miss there, strike 1. Throw back over. Van Wormer gets back. And Victorio saves that one, and that gets away from Barberena. Pulls Victorio out of the pop, elevating to pull it into his glove. Van Wormer stays put at first. Another toss over to Bedard. And a 1-1 count at the plate with 2 outs. And a good looking pitch there, just missing out, and the count goes to 2-1. And right side, that gets through. Van Wormer rounding will get to third. They bring it in quickly. And And a single and runners at the corners. And Carey will step in. Carey hitting in the 4 spot. And the count is 1-0. So Carey at the plate. Perry at second. Van Warmer at third. High fly ball. Manavong calls it. He'll pull it in. They'll leave 2 on. They get out of it. And we'll go to the 5th. Prospects will get on the offensive side. Well, we'll bring you back in here. We're in the 5th, and the Prospects needing to get on the boards here. They're chasing 4 to get even. And still a little bit of real estate left in the game. We'll play 7 innings, no time limit. And Asher Williams will step in. Carey stays on the bump for Ghost. And Williams, high flyer. Third baseman releasing, shortstop coming in, left fielder coming in. So everybody was collapsing. And a fly out to the left side, 1 down. Brody Taylor will step in. Trying to get something going for his club.
Come on, Brody. This is you.
And the count is 0-1 to Taylor. And Taylor takes a cut, fouls it back. The count is 0-2.
No one better.
And Taylor, another cut foul. As Taylor stays active. So Taylor continuing to take cuts and fouling back. And a ball low, the count goes to 1-2. And Taylor, swing and a miss, strike 3, and
Come on, Danu.
Carey gets the strikeout with 2 outs.
It's all right.
And Daniel Bedard will step in.
Come on, D. No one better, kid. Come on, D. Be clutch here. Wear that number crowd. Let's go.
And Bedard looks at ball 1. The count is 1-0.
Like that Soto. Keep that swag going. Let's go.
And a strikeout. The count evens up at 1-1. As Carey gets the outside part of the plate called.
Let's go, D.
And Bedard takes a cut. Carey runs it through. The count is a ball and 2 strikes.
You got it, boy. Let's go.
Use your legs.
And Bedard gets some barrel on it and fouls it back, and a ball and 2 strikes here. As D trying to get something started for the prospects here in the top of the 5th.
Let's go, D.
And strike 3 there, and Bedard will have a seat. The prospects. Bats are quiet here. We're going to the bottom of the 5th. We'll be right back. Well, as we bring you back in here, we'll head to the bottom of the 5th. And Ghost will get on the offensive side. Morrow Jr. will step in. They'll go 5, 6, 7. Scheduled to come up. And Barbarena stays on the hill for the prospects. And the count is 1-0. And the count goes to 2-0. And a strike there, 2-1. Barberena gets the top of the zone. And the count goes to 3-1. And ball 4. So Barberena thought he had a strike there, getting the lower part of the plate. And stepping in will be Hedlund, the left fielder. Hedlund strike out his last at bat. And Barberena opens up with the ball. The count is 1-0. And Barberena makes the adjustment. He'll get the strike called. The count goes even to 1-1. Toss back over. Asher Williams over on the first base side. Barberena from the stretch. Pitch on the way. Ball's upstairs. The count goes to 2-1. Shown, ball's out, and a 3-1 count.
Hey, battle bat, let's go. Compete for it.
Upstairs, ball 4. So Barberena back-to-back walks here. He's going to head out the mound, talk to his guys. Stay with us. We'll be right back. A little pitching change here for the prospects. Easton O'Quinn will take over for Barberena with runners at first and second. And a little bit of a decent defensive alignment change there. Asher Williams will go to third. Bedar back to first. As Quinn gets some warm-up tosses in. You're enjoying the 2025 Freshman Classic WWBA event here. Brought to you by Perfect Game here at the Park of Palm Beaches in West Palm Beach, Florida. Chris Allard with the call. It's been a great tournament, a great week of baseball, both here at the Park of Palm Beaches, Nationals and Astros training facility, beautiful complex, and of course Jupiter with the 18U players. Big event started earlier this week, culminating and closing out today as well. So a great week of baseball here in Florida as we continue on. Semi-final matchup, winner moves on to the championships, and that game will be moved over to the stadium here at the park. So O'Quinn gets his warm-up tosses in. We're ready to go. And Brush, the catcher, will step in. And Easton O'Quinn ready to go.
10 Ks.
And the count is 1-0.
Under control. Back under control.
And a ball cut foul to the right side, out of play. The county leaving up at 1-1. Manavong, he gets one there across to Bedar. And unassisted there, they'll get two.
Easton.
6-4-3 unassisted. Manavong handles it himself.
Key, body up. Easton, get over the double.
So Hargrave takes a cut, fouls it back. The count is 0-1. And a 1-1 count. And a ball chopped foul in the box there as Hargrave takes a cut. The count is a ball and 2 strikes. And Easton O'Quinn and the Prospects looking to get out of this inning with a runner over at third in Morrow. As Jim, our head umpire, working with 2 infield umpires today, a 3-man crew here for the semifinals. And the count goes to 2-2. Manavong gets down low, gathers, throw across is in time. 6-3 put out. They'll leave one on. The Prospects, we're going to go to the 6th. They got to get their bats active here as we start the 6th frame. We will be right back. They're chasing 4 to get even. It's 4-0. Well, bringing you back in here at the top of the 6th, 4-0 goes over the Prospects. Prospects had a couple of opportunities, not able to convert them. And looking here in the 6th to get something going for their club. As Carey will stay on the mound for Ghost as Rush sends it down to second, and we'll be ready to go here. So Brandon Manavong will start things off for the Prospects here in the 6th. It's Manavong, Ramirez, and Barbarena. 10-1-2 scheduled up here in the 6th as Manavong steps in. Manavong shows bunt low on the inside part of the plate for Carey, ball 1. strike outside. The count evens up at 1-1. And that gets away from Carey, and the count goes to a ball 2, a 2-1 count on Manavong. Prospects need to get some stuff going here. Manavong right side foul. And the count goes to 2-2. So Manavong field. Get on board for his guys as Ramirez is on back. Manavong. Little trouble there. And down the line quickly, but a good gather. And defensive play as Hargrave able to get it back in his glove and fire it over to Perry, and 1 down. So Ramirez, and a visit out to the bump, and that's going to be it. And Carey is certainly pitched a gem for Ghost. It looks like they're going to maybe take the ball away from him and move on. And they'll make the pitching change here. Coach Eric Smith, head umpire Jim out there saying you can't wear this, you can't wear that if you're going to pitch. So little housekeeping work there, and Smith will make the change.
Just a swap, yeah? Who's he going to be for? Okay. Okay.
So Accardo will come in and pitch, and Carey will step off. So Accardo will get his warm-up tosses. Carey will stay in the game. He'll move over to third. And the Prospects will have Aaron Ramirez stepping in. So the Prospects, opportunity here in the 6th with a new pitcher.
And then Carey's the third base.
Yeah, one more toss here. We're ready to go. Jim, our head umpire, Coach Trey, heads down to first. Carlos still down to third with his guys, and Ramirez will step in. 1 out, top of 6th. And Jim will put it in play. Ramirez steps in the box. We're ready to go. And Ramirez back up the middle. That's what the Prospects needed. And they needed to get a runner on, and Ramirez does it there with a single. And the Prospects get a wake up here in the top of the 6th, and Barberena will step in. So if the Prospects needed that one, this was the perfect timing, and Ramirez is on board. You've got good speed in Ramirez. I think the goal for the Prospects here, if they're strategizing, is just get men on and chip away. Ball low on the inside third of the plate. The count is 1-0. Perry will hold Ramirez on, first baseman. As Accardo ready to go. And a strike inside. That inside pitch has worked today. And the count is 1-1. And keeping it out in front And a 2-1 count. As switching baseballs out there for Ricardo. And Ramirez at first for the Prospects. And that gets away. The count is 3-1. So disciplined at the plate here. And a 3-1 count. Situation getting interesting. And ball 4. So like that, Barberena gets on board. And things are starting to develop for the Prospects. They've been struggling. The bats have not done much, and Carey has pitched really well. Now the pitching change, and 2 runners on. And Easton O'Quinn will step in. Ricardo works from the stretch. There's very good speed at second. Likewise with Barberena at first. And O'Quinn steps in. And a ball out. The count is 1-0. Ricardo from the stretch takes a peek at second. Pitch on the way, outside, ball 2. So a 2-0 count to O'Quinn, disciplined at the plate. Runners at first and second for the Prospects. No outs, top of the 6th. And inside, gets the inside part of the plate elevated. And a strike called. The count goes to 2-1. And upstairs, ball 3. So Ricardo, a 3-1 count to O'Quinn. And a strike there, and the count goes full at 3-2. That. And Quinn would love to have that one back. And an out there and 2 down. So Jordan Leon will step in. And Jordan Leon will look for something. He's got 2 men on with 2 outs. Top of the 6th, looking for a knock. And a pitch there, in for the strike. The count is 0-1. Closing in on the 12:30 hour here. And back-to-back curveball, and the count is 0-2. Hits the inside part of the plate. Jordan Leon not biting, and the count is 0-2 with 2 outs. Leon, third base side, gathering, throws across, a high throw, but Perry will pull it in. The Prospects, they were knocking on the door. They strand 2. We'll head to the bottom of the 6th. Stay with us. We'll be right back. Well, bringing you back in here, we're in the bottom of the 6th. And Easton O'Quinn will stay on the bump for the Prospects as Conley Cementi will step in. They'll go 9-10-1 here in the bottom of the 6th. And a 1-1 count here to Conley Cementi. Pitch on the way. All pulled foul. And the count goes to 1-2. Accardo will be on deck. As O'Quinn here ahead at a ball and 2 strikes. The 1-2 pitch. And strike 3 on the outside part of the plate, caught looking. And O'Quinn will get the strikeout in the first out for the Prospects here in the bottom of the 6th. Stepping in Accardo. And a ball at the plate, the count's 1-0. And O'Quinn makes the adjustment, answers back. And the count is 1-1. Strike out, and the count goes to a ball and 2 strikes. Strike 3, O'Quinn gets the K. Back to back, and top of the order, Thompson will step in. And the count is 1-0. A strike. The count goes to a ball and 2 strikes. 1-2 count. And strike 3. O'Quinn dialed things up well for the Prospects. A 1-2-3 inning and 3 Ks. So Easton O'Quinn. And we'll head to the 7th. Prospects will get on the offensive side. Well, the Prospects here in the top of the 7th, the final inning. And looking looking to get on the board here, and Noah Gerolamic will step in. The prospects here in the 7th, 5, 6, 7 hitters. There's an opportunity in the time. These are the right guys you want in the right place. As Gerolamic steps in and looks at a ball outside, the count is 1-0. High fly ball. A little bit of wind blowing that deep back, so easy should be a route. And that ball is a ground rule double as it bounced out. And Gerolamic almost had it out of here. It was up in the air for a long time and deep into center field. And that'll bring up behind Gerolamic, Mateo Victoria. What the prospects need is runners if they're going to work at it. Solo runs are great, but they're going to need to chip away. And Victorio, an opportunity here as he steps in. Shortstop in tight on Gerolamic over on Ghost side. And a high fly ball, and Victoria would like to have that back as Carey shuffles in and pulls it down. And 1 out. Asher Williams will step in.
I saw 2 other black ones.
So Williams steps in, facing Accardo with 1 out in the 7th. Ghost leading 4-0. Gerolamic at second. And a ball missing there. The count is 1-0. And a ball out, a 2-0 count to Asher Williams. And Williams takes a cut. The count goes to 2-1. And Williams in tight. The count goes to 3-1 as that fastball was elevated, and Williams able to get out of the way. The count is 3-1. Accardo takes a look at second. The 3-1 pitch. And a strike outside called. The count goes to 3-2. And fastball cut there, and that gets through. And Brody Taylor will step in with 2 outs. Prospects down to their last out, chasing 4, as Ghost is the home team. Gerolamic over at second. Taylor just looking for a knock. Pop up, infield, left side. Third baseman makes the grab, and Ghost will take the win as a pop up there. And the prospects bats, they just couldn't get the bats going here. A good win for Ghost, and congratulations to both teams. You make it to the semifinals. You've worked hard to get here, and both organizations doing well and performing well. Sportsmanship will prevail. They'll shake hands at the plate and wrap this one up. Ghosts will move on to the title match. The prospects will stop here in the semifinals. But a good week, solid week of baseball for their organization, and Seeing some new players appear on the scene. Here in the Freshman Classic, it stops here for the prospects. Now these young men, they'll head back to high school and begin their high school careers, and we will see them again in the spring and the summer. But for now, Chris Allard wrapping up the call. It's been a pleasure working with everybody here this week, and excellence behind the scene. Dylan doing a great job for Perfect Game. Everybody else, I'd like to thank them, and of course the entire crew from the ZT organization. It's been a great one. The WWBA Freshman Classic will continue to roll on. The prospects will stop here at the semifinals, and we will see you soon in later this year. For now, we'll say so long from Palm Beach. This one is officially in the books.